Hello all, welcome to Life Skills from Sanskrit. I am Jigar. Today we are going to talk about importance of communication, how important communication skills are. Without wasting any time, let's just jump into the couplet. Lakshmir vasati jivhagre mitra shatravaha, jivhagre bandhanam praptam, jivhagre maranam dhruvam. Let me repeat that. Lakshmir vasati jivhagre mitra shatravaha, jivhagre bandhanam praptam, jivhagre maranam dhruvam. Jivhagre, it means jivha, agra. Jivha means tongue and agra means the tip of the tongue. So what this couplet is trying to tell us is all those things that is narrated in this couplet, they all rely, they all depend, they all live in the tip of our tongue. That means how we speak, how we talk, the tone, the stress, the words that we use, they are very, very important and they have a very long lasting effect on our lives. So when we are communicating, we need to be very, very careful about how we communicate, in which manner we communicate. Let's break this couplet into 3 different bits and have a look at it. So the first bit is Lakshmir vasati jivhagre. Lakshmi here means money or wealth. How much money you're going to have or how much wealth you're going to accumulate depends on how you communicate with people. Be it your job, be it your business. It's very, very important to be nice, to be polite, and to make sure to have effective communication. If you can do it, that means you're going to be successful in your jobs or in your career. It doesn't matter what you're doing for a living, but your communication is going to be a very important and integral part of your success. So you have to be very careful about how you communicate. Now, let's look at the second part. Jivhagre mitra shatravaha. Now, first bit was talking about your professional life. Now, this one talks about your personal life. Jivhagre mitra shatravaha. Mitra means friends and shatravaha means enemies or foes. So how you communicate, of course, affects your personal relationships with people, and it is going to determine whether you are going to make more friends or you're just going to make people angry or make them dislike you. And that's how it's determined whether you're going to have more friends or more enemies. So how you communicate, the way you communicate, and the words that you use, again, play a very, very important part in your personal life as well. So you have to be very careful when you choose your words. It doesn't matter if it's written communication, it doesn't matter if it's oral communication, it's just the way you deliver it is very, very important. And the last bit of this couplet is, let's have a look at it. Jivhagre bandhanam praptam, jivhagre maranam dhruvam. Now, in this bit, they're trying to say is, if you're going to be free or not, your freedom, or if you're going to be thrown in jail, or you're going to be put into a confined space, depends on how you communicate with people. Now, with everything going on around us, looking at social media, I'm pretty sure you would have realized by now that what you say online or in real life does have consequences, and you want to be very careful when you share your thoughts and when you communicate with other people. So be very careful about what you say, what you write. Doesn't matter if it's online or not. So we have to be very careful. Then the second part of this last bit is Jivhagre maranam dhruvam. So even your life depends on how you speak. Communication is very important, and while we are talking about Sanskrit literature, of course, Mahabharata is one of the epics that is found in Sanskrit literature, and some of you might already know it. One of the biggest reasons why that war was fought was because some unkind words that were spoken, and that led to Mahabharata. So you have to be very careful. Your words can literally start a war. So when it comes to communication, it's always wise to think, rethink, and then speak, or maybe tweet or Insta. So now let's have a look at the couplet again. Lakshmir vasati jivhagre, jivhagre mitra shatravah, jivhagre bandhanam praptam, jivhagre maranam dhruvam. My take on this couplet is, how much wealth you have, how many friends or foes you have, whether you will be free, and how you will live, it all depends on your communication skills. Thank you for joining me today. Stay positive, stay tuned.